today's video is going to be a collection slash haul type of video. I'm going to be showing you guys a bunch of different eyeshadow palettes that I have, and I don't have too many here today, but if you guys want me to do a part 2, I definitely can do that. I don't wear eyeshadow nearly as much as I should for the amount of it that I actually have. To be honest with you guys, most of the time I'm either putting just like a little bit of bronzer like in my crease, or just using like a basic like brown shade from one of the palettes like in my crease, and I call it a day. I used to be like way more into it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still love to like get dressed up and to like do like a full face, but eyeshadow is something I haven't really been as into lately. So anyway, I'm gonna show you guys the palettes that I do have, and you know, I'll just tap and scratch on them and go through the colors and all that, and yeah. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. So the first palette, the very first palette, is this Naked Urban Decay Honey palette, and this is what the packaging looks like. Honestly, so pretty. Guys, I have 3 of the palettes that I'm showing you are gonna be Naked Urban Decay palettes. I was just on a big kick with them for a long time. But I have some other brands here as well, so I'll show you guys them as well. But I believe my best friend got me this palette for one of my birthdays. It's beautiful because there's so many gorgeous like gold warm tone eyeshadows in here. If you love a good gold sparkle shimmery eyeshadow, this is great. So let me just open it up and show you guys. Now, I don't want anyone to be blinded by the mirror, so I'm gonna have to be careful with how I show you guys this. But as you can see, there's the colors. I'm trying to let the light hit it a little bit for you guys. And they're just so pretty. So I'll read you guys the colors. There's I'm trying to figure out how I want to show you them. I guess I'll just read them to you first. They're in order from like here to there, whatever way that's facing for you. So we have Flyby, Sweet, Swarm, Amber, Keeper, Golden, Honey, Queen, Hive, Drip, HBIC, and Sting. I think my favorites are definitely these 2 shades right here. Let me go ahead and swatch them for you guys. So first I'll do Golden. Oh my god, that is blinding. There's Golden. Okay. Look at that. So pretty. Oh my god. And then we'll do Honey. Honey. Trying to get this one, yeah, I guess isn't as pigmented. It's a little bit lighter. I mean, it's prettier than it's showing up on the camera, that's for sure, but that one might be one you have to layer a little bit. But anyway, the pigment is generally pretty good on the Naked palettes. The colors are beautiful. Like, you could use them for so many different things. Like, it's a very versatile palette, I would say. And obviously the packaging is just gorgeous. Like, I don't know if any of you guys are a sucker for packaging. I know I definitely am, but you shouldn't buy a product just for the packaging. You want it to be a good product. But you know, it's just a bonus. Okay, so I do have quite a few here, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on just one palette. The next palette that I have for you guys is this Morphe palette. This one I've had for quite some time. I apologize in advance. It's had plenty of use, so that is why. But these are the shades, and I honestly think so many of them are perfect for fall. Like, so many warm shades. And there's some shimmers, there's some mattes, there are some shimmers, some mattes, some browns, some reds, a lot of like warm toned colors. Like, you could honestly make so many like nice looks with this. And the pigment on these is amazing, you guys. I'll swatch one for you. I'm just trying to think of which one I want to swatch. I guess I'll go ahead into like this color right here, this champagne kind of color. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna run out of fingers to swatch. And these are like super creamy, you guys. Oh my gosh, I honestly forgot how creamy they were. Yeah, that's so pretty. This one right here, gorgeous, so gorgeous. Love it. Yeah, this is definitely one of my go-tos for a fancier look. But yet, like, if you wear eyeshadow frequently, like on an everyday basis, you can use this palette too. Like, you can create like some casual looks. You can do like a fancier look. The fact that I don't wear eyeshadow on a daily basis, I tend to go for this palette when I'm going for like a fancier look, or I really want a lot of pigment, because I find the Morphe palettes to have a lot of good pigment, and the Morphe palettes are pretty affordable too. Like, the naked ones are like $50 something. There's less colors. I think the pigment is kind of a hit or miss with them. It's not nearly as good as the Morphe one. So that's just my 2 cents, but definitely love this one. Okay, next up, I have an eyes, lips, and face palette. And it is from e.l.f. Actually, oh, sorry, that wetness. I just cleaned my hands off with a makeup wipe. My dad's girlfriend got me this for Christmas one year, I think. I don't use this one all that often, to be honest with you guys, but there are so many pretty colors. Now let me try and figure out how I'm going to show this to you. Yeah, you guys can see like huge variety of color. Huge variety of color. And if you take out like this insert of eyeshadows, there's a whole thing of like blushes and contour and stuff, which I don't really use. But if I wanted to, I could. These are pretty decent in terms of pigment, I would say. But I still think the Morphe is a little bit better. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this like lime green color for you guys, just because I'm not the type of person that would wear like such a vibrant color like for eyeshadow, but we'll see. Like, I don't think I've ever swatched it either. It's a matte, so it's not like shimmery or anything. Oh, and that kind of sucks. Like, look at that. Not that I swatched it like very well, but like, this is totally the color you would have to like pack on if you wanted to like get some good pigment out of it. I don't know. I guess maybe because it's like drugstore. Let me try a different one. I'll try like this pretty sparkly brown shade and see if that does anything. Oh yeah, that is much better, you guys. Look at that. Look at that. That is much better. Okay, so yeah, definitely I guess it's a good palette to have, like, if you want a lot of colors. But I can honestly tell you guys, this is not something that I've reached for on an everyday basis. special about the packaging either. Alright, next up I have the Naked 3 palette. I told you guys, I had a lot of the Naked palettes. Again, this packaging, very gorgeous. Naked does a great job with their packaging, for sure. Naked 3. Now this is like a rose gold, like themed palette, so it's gonna be different than the other ones I've shown you guys so far. Beautiful, beautiful colors, but definitely a different vibe. Like I feel like you could do such a cute like Valentine's Day look with these colors. Like so many, there's some mattes, a lot of shimmers, but all like very pink toned. Let me go ahead and swatch this color. Oh wait, I didn't even. Okay, so for the Elf palette, they didn't have names. The same for the Morphe, but this one has names, so I'll read them to you. It's okay. So I'm reading from this direction on Strange, Dust, Burnout, Limit, Buzz, Trick, Nooner. That's a great color. Liar, Factory, Mugshot, Dark Side, and Black Heart. Black Heart is pretty cool. It's like a darkly purpley shimmery color. I'll swatch that one for you guys. It's I don't think it's one I've ever actually used, just because of how friggin' dark it is. It's, yeah, like you can see the slight shimmer in it, but it's like, it's so dark. Like, I don't know, you could probably do a cute Halloween look with that color, or use it just to darken up like an everyday look. I'll swatch Dust for you guys. It's a beautiful like pink champagne-y color. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Okay, trying not to make too much noise. These palettes are a little bit loud. A little bit loud. Okay, to the OG. Guys, this was my first legit makeup, or not makeup, eyeshadow palette. High-end. The Naked 2 Urban Decay palette. I honestly feel like, who doesn't have this palette? Honestly, like, I feel like so many girls, at least in the schools that I went to, like, had this palette, like, growing up. Like, this was the palette. Naked 2. Everybody has Naked 2. And that's because, like, the colors in here really were so good. Like, so many everyday colors, but you could obviously, like, jazz it up with these two. Be warned, guys, this one's pretty rough because it's my oldest one, so it's definitely dirty. But yeah, those are the colors. As you can see, pretty used. I used actually a color in here for my prom, my junior prom. This half-baked gold color. I was obsessed, and I used like a crap ton of that, like on my lid for junior prom. It came out well, but yeah, I was just obsessed. So the colors in this palette are Foxy, Half Baked, Booty Call, Chopper, Tease, Snake Bite, another really pretty color, Suspect, Pistol, Verve. Oh my god, they're wearing out. What's that one? Oh, YDK, So if you have any good suggestions for gold sparkly eyeshadows, let me know. And there's Half Baked, such a beautiful like golden bronze, such a pretty lid color. And let me go ahead and swatch. Chopper was another beautiful bronzy color. Another one. Look at that. Oh my god. Stunning. Like the pigment. I mean, I definitely got a good amount on my finger there to show you guys, but the pigment is pretty good, like in this palette. And I guess I'll do one more. We'll do Snake Bite. This one is less sparkly, but it's definitely a shimmer. It's not matte, but there's no glitter. So yeah, really good colors. Definitely an OG palette. I've had it for years, clearly. I'm sure many of you guys have this palette, or if you don't, you've heard of it. It's not like, it's nothing like special. Okay, and guys, the very last palette I have is from Tarte, and it is Tarte High Performance Naturals Tartlet Toasted Palette. This is another one that I use like very frequently. Like this has been a go-to. Like if I've done like my eyeshadow in the past, 3 months or so, it's typically been using colors from this palette mostly. This one and the Naked Honey palette, I would say. Here's the palette itself. Very pretty. The only downside to this palette, I will say, is there is a lot of fallout. And I think there are a lot of, reviews of this palette saying that there's a lot of fallout. So that's the only reason I wouldn't recommend it. But the colors inside are so gorgeous, you guys. I've said that for like every palette here, but like I really mean it. So here they are. So pretty. So pretty. It's very reflective, so you guys can probably see like the camera and the reflection a little bit. I apologize, but so let me read them to you. Oh, and by the way, this palette is scented, so it smells like s'mores. The first color is S'more, then Sunrise, Sunset, Crackle, Cashmere, Warmth, Flame, Cozy, Candle, Latte, Simmer, and Fireside. Guys, this is the perfect like fall eyeshadow palette. Like, oh my god. Okay, besides for the fallout, like, beautiful. I would say the one I use the most, or the three that I use the most, are Candle, Sunrise, and Sunset. So let me go ahead and swatch a couple for you. Candle is so pretty, you guys. Of course I use it because it's like a golden, it's almost more champagne than golden. It's so bright, like it's not picking up too well on the camera, but it's so bright and just really opens up like the eyes in like such a nice way. So I love that. Sunset is also gorgeous, and guys, these shades are so creamy. Like out of all the palettes that I showed you, this one has the creamiest eyeshadow. very pretty. And I'll swatch a flame. Oh my god, that's perfect for fall. Look at that, guys. Flame. One I really haven't used that much, but I should. Like, going through these is making me want to like do like a fun like fall eyeshadow look and like go pumpkin picking or something. So yeah, I'm gonna swatch one more for you guys just because this is such a fun shade. It was Crackle. This is what it looks like one more time for reference. This brown like one with like golden flecks in it. I'll swatch that. So creamy. Oh my god. A true like chocolatey color with like the golden sparkles in there. I hope like you guys can pick these up pretty well. But if you couldn't tell, the quality of these shadows is amazing. Besides for the fallout, like they're super creamy. The pigment is great. Honestly, this would probably be like my favorite if it weren't for the fallout. But in order to get around that, I would just recommend like doing your eyes first, cleaning up like underneath, you know, with some makeup remover, and then just go ahead and doing your concealer, foundation, whatever. This way you could just clean that up, and that helps with that tremendously. I tend to do that when I'm doing my makeup. I tend to do like my eyeshadow first anyway, like just in case there's fallout that I wasn't expecting. So yeah, just, I don't know, just a tip. I'm sure many of you guys do that, or if you don't, whatever. I just find that it works pretty well for me. So yeah. Tartlet Toasted. Alright, you guys, that is all I have for eyeshadow palettes today. Those really are like the main ones in my collection. So if you want a part 2, I might have to build up my collection a little bit more. But just let me know down in the comments below. And guys, please let me know some other videos that you would like to see on my channel. I appreciate the love that I've been getting recently for like my story times and the reading creepy / spooky Reddit stories. I appreciate it so much. You guys seem to like that I have an enunciated whisper, or that I like pronounce my words in a certain way. So I wasn't even aware that that was something I do, but I'm glad you enjoy